Namaste, dear friend. Welcome to day 3 of our Strong and Centered Yoga Reset. We continue to move up the chakras, having done Muladhara on the first day, our root chakra, Svadhisthana on the second day, our sacral chakra, and today we move into our third chakra, our solar plexus chakra called Manipura, my personal favorite. This is our power center. It is the place where determination comes from. It's the place where activity starts. It is the element of fire. And so we're really going to work on building our strength today so that we have those roots, right? We have the roots, the flexibility, and the determination to branch out into the world and to pursue our dreams, our desires, our dharma, our life's path. Again, this is not a full chakra challenge. We're really working on grounding down. But even so, I think that we need to touch on a little bit some of the other chakras because they all work together. It's a system that works together. And so we need to have those roots, that flexibility, and that power in order to feel confident and secure in ourselves. So the affirmation of the day is I am centered, secure, and strong. And we will work through all of that. And we begin at the front of the mat. So come to Tadasana, spread the toes wide, press down through all 4 corners of the feet, lift the crown of the head tall, palms face the front of the room, close the eyes, and take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Again, like this, in through the nose, slowing it down, and out through the mouth. Relax the shoulders, micro bend in the knee. One more breath like this. Excellent. Inhale the arms out right to left. Engage the core ever so slightly. Open the palms forward and up. Shoulders relax. Shoulder blades slide down the spine. Take up space. Spread the fingers wide. Imagine that you have balls of energy in the hands. And drop into the breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Full, complete exhale through the nose. Now taking the weight into the right leg, ground down through the right foot. Inhale, squeeze the left knee up towards the chest, keeping your arms out to the left and right. Maybe point the toes, maybe flex the foot, yogi's choice. Ground down through the right foot, engage the core to lift the knee higher. And then bend the right knee, step it back, high lunge. Press through the left heel, squeeze the right knee in towards the midline, arms reach up, shoulders relaxed. You can also have your hands on your knees, hips. Wherever you're at, just starting out, doesn't have to be your deepest high lunge quite yet. And plant the palms on either side of the foot, step it back. Vinyasa, so yogi's choice, belly to the mat, and cobra or chaturanga to upward facing dog. Meet in downward facing dog. Again, first downward dog of the day, so keep it light, bend the knees, spread the hands wide, and slowly walk back to the front of the mat. Forward fold, head heavy. Inhale, half lift. Engage the core. Exhale, fold. Tuck the chin, bend the knees. Inhale, roll all the way back up to standing. Reach the arms up above the head, hands to prayer. Exhale, prayer at heart center. Inhale, reach the arms out, left to right. Take up a lot of space. Ground down through the left foot now. Draw the right knee up into the chest. Engage the core. It's tall and fierce. I am centered, secure, and strong. Finding your center. Excellent. Bend the left knee, step it back, high lunge. Hips square to the front of the room. Palms facing each other if they're above the head. Again, doesn't need to be your deepest high lunge quite yet. And plant the palms, step it back to plank. Vinyasa. Yogi's choice. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Shake the head no and yes. And take a bunch of little baby steps up to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, dip the chin. Inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Palms meet above the head. And exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Take a deep breath here. In and out. And begin to sway to the left and right. Falling off center and then pulling yourself back to center. Playing with our central axis. Figuring out what is center for you. Excellent. Come back to stillness. Reach the arms out left to right. Take up space. Ground down through the right foot. Draw the left knee up into the chest. Keeping your arms out. Working on our balance. Finding center. Now take your right hand to your left knee and look over your left shoulder. Twist, making it a little bit more difficult. Wonderful. Coming back to center, reach right and left. Bend the right knee, step it back, high lunge. Plant the palms, step it back, vinyasa. To downward facing dog. Baby steps up to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Shoulders relax, elbows squeeze in towards the body. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, roll all the way back up to standing. Hands meet at prayer. Draw prayer down to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms out right and left. Heart lifts to the sky. Ground down through the left leg now. Inhale, right leg comes into the chest. Or as high as you can make it. Left hand to right knee, look over your right shoulder, twist. Grounding down through the left foot. If you lose your balance, no worries. You can always come back to it. Every day is different. Come back to center, reach the arms out right and left, bend the left leg, step it back, high lunge. One breath here. And then plant the palms, step it back, plank. Vinyasa to cobra or upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Baby steps to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale, flat back all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Again, swaying left and right. Noticing your central axis, noticing how you right yourself naturally, bringing yourself back into center, back into balance. I am centered, secure, and strong. I am centered, secure, and strong. Excellent. Now, ground down through the right foot. Reach the arms out right and left. Inhale, left knee comes up into the chest. Right hand to left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Again, no worries if you lose your balance. Nobody's watching, nobody cares. Just come back to it, try again. If you'd like, if you have a bit more flexibility or you want to challenge yourself, you can grab your big toe with your index and ring finger, just kidding, index and middle finger and thumb. And straighten the left leg out. Again, looking over your left shoulder. Absolutely not necessary. Keep the leg bent if that's where we're at today. All right, release. Come back to center. Arms reach out to the left and right. Bend the right knee, step it back, high lunge. Plant the palms, step it back, plank, chaturanga, or belly to the mat, cobra or upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Inhale, come onto the toes, bend the knees, look between the hands, and exhale. You can jump to the front of the mat or continue to take baby steps. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back all the way up to standing. And exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, arms reach left and right. Right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, take your hand, left hand to right knee. Twist, look over. And I fell. It's okay, come back to it. Look over your right shoulder. Smile, laugh it off. Either stay here or take your right big toe into your left hand. Stretch the right foot out, twist. And release, step it back, high lunge. Plant the palms, step it back, plank, vinyasa to downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees, look between the hands, hop, step, walk, or mosey to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, core engaged. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the arms to the sky. Exhale, glide prayer to heart center. Inhale, reach to the right and left. Again, begin to play with that balance. Swaying left and right. Left hand comes to left hip, reach up and over with the right arm, side bend. Switching sides, up and over with the left hand. Back to center, reach right and left. And chair. Continuing to you can keep the arms out to the left and right. Airplane arms are good. For the next part of this, left leg lifts, one-legged chair. Press up to standing, knee into the chest. Right hand to left knee twist. Option to grab the toe and straighten the leg. Come back to center. Bend the right knee. This time kick the left leg back into warrior three. You can grab your blocks here. If this is more difficult, bend the right leg, kick the left heel high, square the hip, so drop the left hip lower than you think you need to. Airplane arms to the right and left. Core tight. Long flat back. Look straight down at the ground. Don't look up. Don't crunch the back of the neck. For 3, 2, 1. Step it back. High lunge. From here, keeping the right knee above the right ankle, drop the left knee towards the mat, press back up through the right heel, 10 times. 1, 2, press out with the left heel. 3, core tight, crown of the head lifts tall. 4, smile. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I am centered, secure, and strong. Hands to prayer, prayer twist. Left elbow to right knee. Press the left heel away from you. Look over the right shoulder. Inhale, back up to center. High lunge. Plank. Vinyasa. To downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, come up onto the toes, bend the knees. Exhale, hop, step, mosey, or baby steps to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, swoop the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Coming back to focus, coming back to balance. I am centered, secure, and strong. Excellent. Inhale, hands right to left. Exhale, sink the hips, chair. Engage the core, tailbone lengthens towards the heels. Take the right leg off of the mat, one-legged chair. Inhale, press to standing, right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder. Option to straighten the leg. Inhale, come back to center, airplane arms. Bend the left knee, kick the right leg back. Warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Maybe flex the right foot. Square the right hip down, lower than you think you need to. Engage the core. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the right heel. For 3, 2, 1. Bend the left knee, step it back, high lunge. Bend the right knee, tap the mat, press back up 10 times. 1, 2, 3. Press through the left heel. 4, 5, 6. Smile. 7, 8, 9, 10. High lunge, hands to prayer, prayer twist. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, plant the palms. Plank, hold. Press the heels away from you, engage the core. Heart space moves between the biceps. Heel and crown of head, one straight line. Hip points move towards the face. Spread the fingers wide. You can always come down onto your knees as we've practiced before. Squeeze the navel up and in. For 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa to downward facing dog. Take the left hand to the center of the mat. Right hand moves towards the left ankle, maybe left thigh. Twist, look under your left shoulder. Switching sides, look under your right shoulder. And back to downward facing dog. Come down onto the knees. Take the legs long in front of you. And now bring the right foot towards your right hip. So I'll face you so you can see. Right foot towards right hip. Right knee comes straight out from the right hip socket. Make sure this doesn't hurt your knees. If it does hurt your knees, you can try sitting up on a block. It definitely helps. In one-legged hero's pose, one-legged Virasana. You can also bend the left knee if this is already talking to you a lot. And there are many options here. You can come down onto your forearms, which is I think where I'm going to stay today. Or you can come all the way down onto your back. Make sure that your right knee is still coming straight out of your right hip, so it's not lifted, it's not out to the side. Squeeze it back to center. Again, you can come up onto a block, rolled up blanket to make it feel more comfortable to square the hips. Coming up, switching sides, left foot towards left hip. Come up onto a block again if you need to. Come on down onto the forearms or maybe the back. You might notice that one leg is very different from the other. That's okay. Maybe bend the right leg. Wherever you're at today. Coming up, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Inhale, grow tall along the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Gently pressing the elbows into the knees to create some more space. Inhale, come back up. Soles of the feet on the mat. Roll down onto the back. Left leg long, right knee into the chest. Supine twist. Look over your right shoulder. Switching sides, look over your left shoulder. And back to center, take the legs long, hands fall to the left and right. Close the eyes and release. Allow the shoulders to be heavy, the feet to fall to the left and right, the back of the neck to sink towards the mat. Gently dip the chin. And come back to your affirmation for the day. I am centered, secure, and strong. Allow that to bounce around in your mind without attaching it to anything or thinking too hard about it or thinking about it at all. Just let the words play across the back of your eyelids and let the mind and the body absorb what we've practiced today in Shavasana. If you have the time, definitely stay longer in Shavasana. Otherwise, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, moving the pads of your thumbs over your fingers. Walk the feet into the body and roll over onto your right side. Taking a moment here to reconnect with Mother Earth through the breath and through the mind. And using your left hand, come up to a cross-legged seat, hands to prayer at third chakra center, so just below the heart. Dip the chin. Inhale for one last affirmation of the day. I am centered, secure, and strong. Namaste. Remember to grab your journal if you've got the time. Otherwise, come back to it later today. Don't skip it. The prompt for the day is, how can I create more stability in my life? There can be many different answers. Don't think too hard. Just let the mind free flow. Write whatever comes to mind. There's no right or wrong, only your truth. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 4. Sat Nam.